You're listening to the Beans and Dice podcast, a podcast about how we game.
Hey folks, welcome to the Beans and Dice podcast, Thursday night live call-in show. I'm Carlos.
I'm Rob. Oh, that was Wayne.
That was Wayne.
I didn't hear him, but
there
I
he
saw
is.
your mouth. There you go. Yeah, I saw your mouth move, but I couldn't hear you. There you go.
We are your Beans and Dice podcast, Thursday night live call-in show. Thursday nights where we take your phone calls to talk about board games. Woo! Thursday nights is live call-in show night, but it's also the first Thursday of the month. And the first Thursday of the month, we use that to update our top 20 boards. And that's going to be the main topic for this evening, where we will update our boards to reflect games that we played in the month of October. And if they've made it to our top 20 board, it's a board that we work on throughout the year and add games to as we play them each month, so that by the end of the year, we have what we feel we can say are the top 20 games that we played in that year.
Yep, just for that year. So not all time, not our all-time favorites, not, whatever. It's just whatever we played this year.
Definitely not the best games ever.
No.
Definitely not.
Not the top.
Don't look at my list.
Oh, yeah.
If you're looking for that.
Top 10 games ever.
And I think even there's some games that in certain years, because like I've always done mine based on the enjoyment of the play too, right? So it's not only was it a good game, but that I enjoyed that play. So there's some games that don't make my list that are some of my favorite games of all time. I just in this year, the play I was kind of meh. It wasn't the greatest play of that game, type thing.
Yeah.
I will also admit that the feelings that I got from that specific play have a huge impact on where they end up. Hence why some games end up at the top, and I can't seem to get them back down.
Mine's based 100% on whether I won or lost. If I lost, it's off the list. If I won, it's at the top. Yep.
No, not true.
No, not true.
So jump into the comments and tell us what games that you played in the last month, so in the month of October.
Post them up.
That would make your top 20 for games experiencers or games played in the year.
Yep. In our
Or just tell us what your favorite game ever.
Discord, we got people pitching in as always, so appreciate that. People posting their top 20, their changes, kind of mimicking what we do here. That's always fun to see and see what came off your list, what went on your list. So,
and I think that's what just to throw it, like our Hall of Fame games, the games that like the 4 or 5 games already that we've removed from the list. It kind of speaks to like, well, those games I love. They're my top games of all time. Whether I play it or not, I love it. So I can judge my list more on how I felt about that gameplay, not necessarily the game itself. Because like Brass Birmingham is on all 3 of our Hall of Fames.
Yep.
Regardless of the play, we're going to want to put that up high on the list. But I've had plays at Brass Birmingham or Brass that aren't very good. But should I rate that high just because I love Brass, or was that play worth it? So I think that's a good thing about the Hall of Fame is it takes that a little bit of the emotional love of a game out of it, and it goes, was your gameplay worth the ranking? So,
yeah, I can't understand how you said you had a play of Brass Birmingham that wasn't excellent.
Oh yeah,
I don't understand that comment.
That's an exception. That's why it's number 1. That's why it's the Hall of Fame.
Castle Burgundy, and
it's a Hall of Famer.
What's that fishing saying? Even my worst day playing Brass Birmingham.
Bad day fishing is a great day.
It's better than a great day at work.
Office or something. Yeah. Yep, there you go.
All right, I'll lead us off.
You jump right in. All right.
I got mine ready.
Okay.
I don't see anything written down.
Yeah, I've got to add one to my list.
You got yours ready. Yeah.
I'm only adding one
Me too.
as we get towards the end of the year. But this is more of a boomerang because it's coming back, baby.
Oh.
This one that I'm adding is one that's coming back. So let me make some moves because I have a lot of plays, but there's some moves that I need to make. So one of the rules that I set for myself is I can't move a game on my board unless I play that game on the board. So right off the bat, I'm going to have to take a game off.
I see what you're reaching for there. Right.
So number 20 currently is Brian Baru. It's only gotten played once, so it's coming off the board.
Got to play it again.
That is correct. I do have to play it again.
It was a fun play. That was a very fun play.
It's a good game.
And it was a good game. Not just a fun play, but it was also a very good game.
Yep.
Totally.
Yep.
So then it's going to bring Foundations. I'm sorry. Potion Explosion hits bottom 20. I like my engine builders.
Leave that on there. Yeah.
Well, that's not really engine building, but I don't know what to call that. Fun.
Sure. Marble
Madness, baby. 19 is going to be Foundations of Metropolis. Heat's going down to 18 because I'm going to be adding this game in here. Hero Quest is going to 17, which I've been itching to play some more Hero Quest. 16 is Star Wars Imperial Assault. 15 is Hot Streak. 14, we're at 14 now, is Baseball Highlights 2045. And then I'm going to take the White Castle. We're just going to set it aside because it was a game I played. Camel Up is going to 13. And then in the 12 spot, Rumble Nation is going to drop a little bit
sliding
into the 12 spot. That's just probably because I haven't got a chance to play it.
Okay.
Played it a bunch when I first got it, and now it's kind of slowed down from there's a saturation of games right now, especially with all the new releases that came out from Gen Con and now Essen that are coming in. Like, I feel like I'm chasing the hotness.
Good stuff.
I'm chasing the hotness now. All right, so I'm at Rumble Nation at 12. Number 11, adding to the list, is going to be Lord of the Rings, Duel for Middle-earth.
Wow.
It's been on the list before, and it fell off because of lack of plays.
2-player game going up there.
It's a good one.
It is, and I'm not putting it over at the
little
there's a sideboard I have here
board,
for our small games. I don't consider this one to be a small game. I just don't.
Really?
I don't. Like, it's a game. It is a good game. It is 2-player only, but it is a good game.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see how that could stack up.
You're going to make him sit at the kids' table?
Yeah,
You're going to make him sit at the kids' table?
Yeah,
with
Probably.
Toy Battle?
Yeah, for sure.
Probably.
Yeah, Toy Battle, Target, Flip Tunes. Yeah,
I play a ton of 2-player games, and so I could funnel 5 or 6 easy into my top 20.
Yeah,
and it's like, well, I play the 2-player games because sounds weird because I kind of have to, right? Or because that's what's available.
Yes.
Right? Where if I was in a game group, if the 3 of us and Will, if the 4 of us were in a room, we're not going to break off and play a bunch of 2-player games. We're not going to go, you play Lord of the Rings Duel and you guys play Targi. We're going to play a 4-player Euro or 4-player Mirror Thrash type game, right? So,
but how does that work for something like Star Wars Battle of Hoth?
Again, if the 4 of us together, we're not playing Battle of Hoth.
Right? What I'm saying is Star Wars Battle of Hoth, Rob, is here on the big board. He's not eating at the kiddie table at Thanksgiving.
I had that conundrum when I put it up there last month. I said, does this belong on the big board?
Yeah.
I think I made a comment that I was putting it up there.
Just ruined my argument.
I think I said I put it up there for now because it was new, it was hot, I just played it, and so it was going up there, but it was probably going to eventually
stay on
over there.
It can stay on the big board because there's a campaign.
Okay. I like that. I like that qualifier.
There's a good loophole. Yep.
Okay, Allies expansion. Lord of the Rings, Duel for Middle-earth at number 11. Number 10, we're going to move Thunder Road Vendetta out of the way, and we're going to slip in a little White Castle, baby.
10. All right.
White Castle has moved up on the list. It is an enjoyable game for me, even on the solo. It's just good.
Starting to enjoy it more.
Yeah.
I figured it out a little bit more. I'm starting to figure out some of the how to play a little bit better. Yeah, after watching the World Series of Board Gaming thing. Oh, okay.
Yes.
So I haven't watched any of that, but I mentioned before in the past that there was a time where it kind of clicked for me. It went from this game is too short to, okay, hold on. I got to know that it's short and do what I can do and find those combos. And so that's when it got fun for me.
Yeah. I think fundamentally I was playing the game. I was taking too many bigger dice, like the right side of the dice, and only doing one of the actions and not taking the left side die and comboing like things more and
doing the lanterns and
doing the lanterns and building up. Yeah.
That's so interesting you say that because I was the opposite. I was taking too many of the left side actions, trying to trigger my lanterns at the bottom of my board. And what I was missing was the opportunity to use the big dice to go get money while doing actions.
Right.
For me, it really clicked when I learned that one colored dice in one room can activate both dice of that color.
Yeah.
And that's when I'm like, oh, well, I'm going to go there. And I'm going to use the biggest die to actually get some money back because that's what you need a 3 to go there.
There's a balance. So
there's a balance. Yeah, and that's what like the World Series Board Games guys like that first round. All they took were lower dice, lanterns, resources, built up like a war chest of stuff, and then went to the big dice and doing power action type stuff. So it was like, oh, okay, yeah, there's some like you have to ramp up quick and then spend it down, type thing. Or, that's one strategy, I guess. But it looked like it seems to be triggering. I feel like I'm triggering more multiple actions, multiple builds, multiple things the more I play it now. Yep.
All that in a 30, 40-minute package.
Yeah.
I
I'm
mean,
liking it more. It almost
I'm-
made my list this week. It's in the 4 or 5
good
games,
one.
and I'm like, it could make my top 20 because I'm enjoying it more.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Star Wars Battle of Hoth going down a notch. This is all for my October plays. I know Rob and I, we played recently, started the campaign mode. That's not saying that Star Wars is going down. It's because Thunder Road Vendetta is going up.
It looks like it.
So that's the whole reason it's coming down. Thunder
you had great
Alley,
races last
we're
week.
going to move Thunder
Road
Alley to the
Vendetta?
side.
Oh, okay, so it's going to be above Thunder Alley.
Endeavor hasn't been played in a while. It's a great Euro game, but I've kind of been in an Ameritrashy mode. So for that reason, it's going down along with Ezra and Nehemiah. Purple Haze is going down just really because I haven't played it since January. I think it was January. I think it was like early in the year. It was like one of the first games that went up there.
Early in the year, yeah.
Switch to that tighter camera.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Rob.
Sure.
I need an engineer.
Here we go.
All right. So that puts me at the 4 spot. The 5 spot.
5 spot.
Did I do this wrong?
Uh-oh.
Hang on, let me look at my board.
Different than your list? You planned this. Purple Haze. Oh, Ezra Nehemiah. Okay. What didn't get put in
Thunder.
there?
So here, Thunder Road Vendetta is going in the
There we go.
7, 8 spot.
8 spot. Oh, so Endeavor is staying at 7. Okay.
Yeah, I did that wrong. Endeavor. Okay, so Thunder Road Vendetta is going to 8. Endeavor Deep Sea is 7. Nehemiah is 6. Purple Haze is 5. And then Thunder Alley has shot up.
Wow, all the way to 4.
Because of these recent plays that we've been doing on
Tabletop Simulator.
Tabletop
TTS.
Simulator. That's the one. It's been,
You had a good week this week.
and that's not even the reason.
Yeah.
That's not even it. It was
Shocking.
already on its way up. It has been, it's been fun. It's just so much chaos, but controlled chaos where it's those games where you're working together to try to get towards the end of the game and then figuring out how to use people to make things happen in that last stretch. But then, of course, I love Ameritrash and I love story, and that's what it allows for. We've had so many cars blow up this season.
More this year than
ever.
Yeah.
Than ever. I've seen some races where it's been all yellow flags. So you can really, work your cars and keep the maintenance on them so you don't lose speed. But then I've also seen races where we've had no yellow flags and you're just cursing the world because you're so far behind praying for a yellow flag restart.
2 weeks ago, Rob had all his cars had tons of damage where he had a pit. It was bad.
Last little leg there. Yep, had to pit out.
But for all those reasons, this game just is continuing to say, you like me.
Oh, yeah.
You
very
like
much-
me a lot.
It's very much the group dependent as well, though, because the group we have, it's the 3 of us. It's Mike, it's Dan, it's Bance. It's a great group. We're BSing, we're talking trash, we're helping each other out. It's a good group of gamers in that.
And it must be the season mode too. Doing it as we are in a campaign over 8 races.
Yeah.
Feeling the ups and downs of the seasons. The relationships. Like, okay, this week we're gonna buddy up. Next, he's doing too good. I got to find another buddy so that I can leave him behind a little bit. Don't want him to score too many points. And then all of us just hating on Dan.
Dan keeps winning.
That camaraderie.
Dan keeps winning. So, pound on the leader.
Yep. So Thunder Alley, for all those reasons, has shot up on the board, pushing everything else down.
Top 3 staying the same.
So phone lines are open. I forgot to mention that. Phone lines are open, but I'm going to pause that for a moment because I'm going to record my top 20 so that we can turn it into a short later.
There we go.
Fine. There's the view I wanted. All right. So I'm going to... okay. For Carlos's top... I'm talking in third person. Hey, I'm Carlos, and this is my top 20 games played so far in 2025. Updated for games played in October. At the bottom, number 20 is Potion Explosion. Number 19, Foundations of Metropolis. Number 18 is Heat. Number 17 is Hero Quest. 16, Star Wars Imperial Assault. 15 is Hot Streak. 14, Baseball Highlights 2045. 13 is Camel Up. 12 is Rumble Nation. Added to the board this month at number 11, Lord of the Rings Duel for Middle-earth. Moving up the board, number 10, White Castle. Number 9, Star Wars Battle of Hoth. Moving up the board, number 8, Thunder Road Vendetta. Number 7, Endeavor Deep Sea. Number 6, Ezra and Nehemiah in the 5th spot. Purple Haze launching up the board into the number 4 spot. Thunder Alley. My number 3 is Ra. Number 2, Lost Ruins of Arnak. And finally, number 1 at the tippy top. So far this year, nothing has been better or more fun to play. SETI, Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence.
Woo! Well done. Well done.
Yep. That's a good one.
All right, that's my board. So I'll cut that into a separate audio or video, and then one of y'all fellow. I didn't do my side hustle.
Oh, do you have a
games.
little side?
Yeah,
board,
I do have some side games I wanted to add. Let me get my little list here. So you can see, I don't know, Rob's got the sideboard
yeah,
over
come
there.
over here.
You don't have to move it. I think it shows it. So far, I got Jungo, Toy Battle, Pixies, Flip 7, and Sky Team on there in October. So some of the small games that I want to get on there, which I'm surprised I hadn't put it on there yet, but Harvest, the Japanese game Harvest is going there, and I think it's going all the way to the top.
I think
Rob,
at this point, you've almost bought every game that I brought back from Japan 2 years ago.
I'll send you a bill.
You own Harvest. You own. You just bought. What's the one you just bought?
We haven't hit on those yet.
My haul, Batoku.
Yeah.
That's going to be in my haul today.
Not Batoku.
Upper
Wine.
The animal one. The animal
Botswana?
one. Botswana. There we go.
Botswana.
Yep.
The wine cellar one. Thanks to you teaching me that.
Yep.
For sale.
For sale.
I think of it more of a party game than a bidding game, but it's going towards the bottom. So I'm putting that down there. Let's see. I don't know. What am I going to do my solo games anyway? I think For Sale belongs on there.
Solo.
Battle Line. I don't think I have it up there. And that
Shot
is going to go on the board. Yep. Shot and Totten, Battle Line,
the
both
third
medieval.
one? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Diamonds. You haven't put diamonds anywhere on any list, man.
No, I have not. Put that between Pixies and Toy Battle. I think Toy Battle's better than
Do you want to put line on
Battle
there? Just
Line.
Battle. Yeah, there you go.
Battle
Second word.
Line. How's that?
Oh, Battle Line. Wait, between which ones? Who? Pixies and Toy Battle?
Between Toy Battle's up between Pixies and Toy Battle.
Got it.
And then Diamonds is the Trick Shaker we've been playing. But I haven't played it on paper yet. I do own the game, so I think I meet most of the qualifications.
You haven't actually played it, but you played it.
I own the
PGA.
paper copy.
Yeah.
It's gonna go above For Sale, below Radlands. It's a good little trick taker, but I think I'd rather play Radlands.
Okay.
And those are my small game updates. Then I got solo games. Like, does those go on a separate list? Is there going to be like a sideboard to the sideboard?
Small games.
How exponential are we going to get with this?
I think
This
we're
is it
good.
for me.
This is it? Okay.
Yep.
Well, this is it.
20 and 10, and we're done.
But because Carlos, you don't play solo games.
No, never play solo. Beansanddice podcast. State your name. Where are you calling from?
You don't play solo games.
Except for when you
What's
play
up with that?
solo games. Yeah.
It is not.
Oh, that's a lie. Hello, Ron Frazier from Hotlanta. Ron Talks Tabletop.
How you guys doing?
We are good.
Doing good.
I just did my top 20 update, and you'll be glad to know that Lord of the Rings Duel for Middle Earth is back on the board.
That is fantastic. I need to play that game again.
I've played with kids. I've played with wifey. I've played with Rob. I think with Dan. It's a good game.
Yes, I agree. Wholeheartedly. So, got two topics to talk about. And one is art, and the other one is, I guess, tangentially related. Okay, so my daughter and I, my oldest daughter, have been playing Super Lucha, which is the Mucha Lucha reskin of Super Show. Playing starter characters, and she's wanted to play. And the reason why is because of the art, right? Like, it doesn't have, a bunch of people doing wrestling moves or any other kind of weirdness, because, like, there are cards that just have art that's unrelated to wrestling at all. But, like, it's in the game, whatever. But, you got cards like Lucha Battering Ram, and, someone, you got a Lucha character turning into a battering ram, or lucha, rinse, and repeat, that turn into a washing machine and that kind of stuff, right? Just fun, whimsical kind of stuff. And she saw that art. She was interested in playing. And then she got distracted because she's an 8-year-old kid,
Of course.
right? And a few weeks later, we came back to it, and we finally played, and she's been loving it. But art matters in a game.
Yes.
I know some people don't believe that. They can care less. They can look at their brown cubes and white cubes and be completely fine. But like, she wasn't really interested in Super Show per se, but this is mechanically the same game. And the main difference is just the art, and that's what has it. So now, I have somebody to play with, play kitchen table casual games with, aside from my wife. So that's kind of cool.
Nice.
Tangentially related to that, the last time I called, I talked about a game that attracted me because it was art, Thunderlust.
Yeah, the real trippy, hot pink fuchsia game.
Yes, yeah. So, I played the solo mode of Thunderlust. And it's really interesting how the rule book is laid out. So, the rule book is laid out to teach you standard Thunderlust. But if it's in this color, it says this caption, this is a solo mode special rule. And if it's in this color, it's a co-op mode. And then there's a separate section for like your kind of like your 3 players or more type thing. But it was really interesting the way that they presented the rules in the rule book. And it was gorgeous and everything like that. I'm not exactly sure how functional it was. I was able to follow it, but like, I think maybe they were trying to save space by not having to repeat, similar text over and over again. But I don't know. It's just kind of, it was kind of a weird way to present the solo rules. And they're like, oh, wait, instead of doing this, you do that. Like after I just read the rule, right? So,
Yeah, don't think of an elephant.
I don't know how I feel.
It's told, don't think of an elephant, and you can't help but think of an elephant now. So, like, I'm going to teach you this way, and then tell you the exception right after.
Yeah. It's So that being said, so in the game, you're playing your cards to your table, to your side, called scum, and then they're to fight off the monsters that the opposing player can be playing against you. But in the solo game, you're playing monsters from your hand. So that's kind of weird. But I guess it has to happen that way. And the reason why it's weird is that, like, there's 2 win conditions in normal Thunderlust, where you either basically deplenish your opponent's torment or hit points, or you beat the boss monster that they play against you. Whereas in the solo mode, the only way that you can win is that you beat a boss monster. Well, guess who's playing the boss monster? Yourself. So you got to kind of do this thing where you're going to trigger the rules, so that you can actually are forced to play the boss monster out of your hand to the board. because the boss monsters are really expensive to play. It's kind of odd. I was finding myself trying to find a balance. Like, well, I don't have enough to do this right now, but I need to get the boss monster out. So, I need to, hold back in this aspect of the game so that I can trigger having to play the boss monster out of my hand. So then I can actually fight the boss monster and win.
Is there also a timer mechanism here where you're going to want to play that boss monster within a certain period, or you lose the game?
Yeah, you want to play the boss monster before your health is replenished, because there's other monsters being played as well. So like there's cheaper monsters, plenty of cheaper monsters to play out of your hand. That are lurking in the dark per se. So that's just gonna happen. So and that's the thing, because like you don't want to be overwhelmed, by the other monsters when you're dealing with the boss monster. So you only have that one win condition: beat the boss monster before the monsters beat up on you. And so also there is kind of a timer. Thank you. There is kind of a timer where like you roll a die. So you start with 7 torment, for lack of a better term. That's your hit points, right? And they're just face down cards. You take the 7 cards from the top of your deck, put them in a separate pile, and that's basically your hit points. Well, at the end of the draw phase, you're rolling a die, and if you roll a 1, the good news is you get to draw the top card of the torment deck, but the bad news is that's your health. So you're depleting your health, and the fewer torment cards you have in your deck, the smaller the die that you roll. You start off rolling a d20, then down to a d12, all the way down to a d2. So there is a timer in that sense, but it's not an exact timer, so you never know when you're going to roll that natural 1, and you're going to lose some health or what have you.
Now, is there a reason you're choosing not to play him early? Are you trying to develop your character or your player hand?
You're not. The thing is, to play a monster, you have to have the credit to spend to play the monster. And that's what's weird about it. The boss monster might cost 120 credits to play. Well, I got other things to spend my money on. And then, like, there's a phase called alert phase where you're going to play a monster out of your hand based on the amount of money that you earn at a location. So it's kind of like let's say you earn 50 credits, then you're going to play out of your hand 50 credits worth of monsters. But if you don't have enough credits to play a monster, you got to play. Then you play 1 monster out of your hand. So like
minimum 1.
Basically, minimum 1, right? So basically, I had to manipulate my hand to a situation where I had no other monsters to play, so that the boss monster can come out and I can finally fight it.
Okay. And it's a struggle when you play solo because you don't have another brain to bounce these rules off of to make sure you're understanding it.
Sure, yeah.
So I can see where you got kind of stuck.
Yeah, it's good. But the 2-player experience is much better. So I enjoyed the solo experience. I'm going to definitely give it another try. But this is definitely a game that I'd rather play 2 players. And I don't know if I want to play it like with more than 2 players. I might be willing to play it co-op. We'll see. So yeah, that's kind of that's some of the things. The games that I pulled out. So
Would you put Plunderlust in your top 20 for 2025 so far?
well, I'm not playing a whole lot.
You got 20? Yeah.
I guess it's like the monster. If you got nothing else, it's got to
goes
come
on
out.
there. Yeah.
I don't have 20 like new games to play, but I'll tell you this, like in a thumbs up, thumbs down world, I'll give it a thumbs up.
Okay.
Right? Like I definitely think it's worth a try.
I feel real bad because their
So-
BGG is so empty. Not a single forum, not a single image. Or I mean, sorry, for the cover. So the cover box on the BGG, there isn't a picture of it for the page. Nobody's asked a question in the forums. So how are they going to develop the community and the people around it to get it to really flesh out? That, you know what? Enjoy it for what it is. Enjoy it while you have it. Enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah, I think they're on the cusp of like a full-fledged release. But at this point in time, these guys are an RPG company. So like, the board game, card set game thing from my observation doesn't seem like they're really big on. They may be, card game enthusiasts, but if you were like really full on into the hobby and then you're going into the design space, all of that stuff would be fleshed out. You'd have a BGG page, you'd have tons of images, you'd have forums, you'd be engaging here. If you want to get the diehard board gamers into your game so that it can just really grow. But they don't seem to be doing that.
Not yet, at least. Yeah.
But I enjoyed the game. I got it. So
It's always good to hear people sharing smaller publishers, new and different games. I mean, I think Essen had over 850 games released.
Wow.
Or more.
Or more.
Or more. So trying to wade through all that to figure out what's worth, trying.
What's good and what's
even,
not.
Even
Yeah.
just trying. It helps when you call in and do that, Ron.
yeah, I'll say like that's the challenge. That's the challenge of the board game hobby. And like I'm looking at my collection, and now I'm like, okay, I got a couple of TMNT games, some Star Wars games, some Lord of the Rings games, like some Marvel games, some other stuff. The Godfather, I love The Godfather. Like, there's games that are not tied to an IP that I like, but like, I'm almost like, is it really worth it for me to dig into a game? When there's like literally 10 new games coming out a week. No, not even 10 new games a week.
Day. 10 new games a day.
Sorry, what is it? 100? Like 100?
Yeah.
Closer.
Something like
yeah.
that?
Mm.
Yeah. It's wild. It's wild.
I know what you mean, but I think part of the hobby that I enjoy is the ability to jump from game to different game to different game. There's something in the learning of the game that brings me joy more than just having or playing the same game. But I can also say there's a lot of joy in playing the same game. For many of the titles that I do own, I want to dig deeper into, but I also like bouncing.
So the answer for Carlos, he plays the same game a lot over a week and then moves to the next game.
Yeah.
Wayne, you
your fill
figured
of
me
it
out,
and then-
brother.
and then move on?
You figured me out. That's about right. I go through these weeks where I'm like, I'm focused on this one game for this week, and then it gets put away.
Yeah. I'm more of a. I'd rather focus on have a small collection of like really good games that I always love playing than hundreds that I might touch in a year or two. And the process of the board game hobby of learning, new board games all the time while it keeps your mind sharp. I hate learning games. I hate sitting there having other people teach the game. I like teaching the game better. I'm not going to.
I think Ron is a nice slow burn, and I'm like a candle in the wind.
Oh yeah, jump. I'm more of a jumper also. I mean, I definitely. I don't mind being taught a game. I love being taught a game. I'd rather do that than slog through the rules and spend a bunch of time doing it. But again, it's because I like bouncing. I like hit this game, different experiences. Don't play the same game twice in the same night. Just bounce around, try a bunch of different things, find out what I like, what I don't like, and yeah, I don't know. I'm maybe cold to the new. Whatever you want to call it, but I definitely bounce. I like trying different things.
But Rob, I don't even think it's cult of the new because we also like to learn old games.
Oh yeah.
It's I don't know.
I do.
Cult of the new to me.
Yeah, new to me.
100%.
Yeah, you're chasing the new experiences.
Yep.
So just in this small subset of a hobby. So.
Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing. Continue to call in. Continue to share. This helps the folks at home. And it's always good to hear from you.
And hopefully we're going to see you a couple weeks here in the Tampa, Orlando area. So we'll chat offline a little bit more about that as it gets closer. But yeah.
You'll need to take a copy of Lord of the Rings Duel for Middle-earth with you because he wants to try the expansion.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. But you have to teach it to me first.
I actually have the expansion.
Oh.
I just haven't played it.
Okay, so he can bring his
but
copy.
You know what? You can bring games because I'll be driving down, with a minivan with my family.
Or I thought we can do what Wayne had suggested earlier, where we all go into a room, 4 players, but each play 2-player games.
Or all play solo games. How about all get together play a bunch of solo games?
That wasn't a suggestion. That
that
was a belittling. Okay.
Gotcha. Look forward to seeing you.
Not a bad idea.
And as always, thanks for calling in, making it a call-in show. You are caller number 1. Oh, do we have the flipboard? Oh,
it's behind the big board.
The big board. All right, caller number 1.
We will add you to the call board shortly. Good night, Ron.
All right, thanks, guys.
See you.
Take it easy.
We got Janella in the chat saying, I played Jungle for the first time this weekend. Cute game, but I was surprised how much it bothered me not to be able to put the cards in my hand in order.
Oh, yeah.
Never
Those games
play
always do that.
Bonanza.
Yeah.
Or Scout.
Or what's the other one? The
Scout.
Scout
Oh,
and then the lanterns.
Hanabi.
Hanabi. There you go. Hanabi. That's what I was thinking of. Yep.
But the one that the quintessential one that kind of started all that was Bonanza. That's the one that.
Yeah.
I think, Carlos, you've not played it, but Rob, you played. I taught you.
I own a copy. Yeah, I think you taught me. Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm still shocked that I've never played it.
It frustrates people so much, especially if you played like Magic the Gathering or any kind of game. You want to sort your cards in your hand. It's just natural reaction. But to sit there and go, that's not an order. I need to reorder them. It's tough.
Yep.
Janella's got some more comments in there, Wayne. I'm going to let you try to use those words.
So other enjoyable recent plays have been Euphoria, Lushite, maybe Apiary, and Anno 1800.
Anno 1800. Whoa, I've been Listen, it was like last quarter. So I think like Q2 this year, I busted out Anno 1800 and like ran it by myself on the board, relearning the rules.
That was supposed to be Luthier.
Okay.
Oh, is that what it's supposed to be? Yeah, Luthier.
Yeah. I'm gonna blame it's like auto. It's like me. It's my New York accent when I try to do talk to text. It comes out horrible.
That's funny. Yeah, I want to play Luthier, and Anno's good. And
Anno's good. That was a good game.
Yeah. That chain in your head of how I get to where I want to be. What products do I have to create in order to be able to get there. So like, what industries do I have to capture? I love it.
And it's fun to see that she mentioned Euphoria. That's a game that it's kind of funny because it's one of Stegmaier's first ones. Stonemaier, Stegmaier, one and the same basically. But anyway, and it seems like every 6 months or so I see somebody plays it for the first time. They're like, you know what? That's actually a pretty dang good game. And it's like, it's kind of funny watching that. It's kind of cycling around. It keeps coming up. It's not ever at the top of anybody's list. But go ahead, Wayne.
I think other than Pendulum, Euphoria might be the only game of his I haven't played.
Oh, really? Oh, it's good.
Yeah, I need to play that one. Yeah,
I know that the Armada guys, so like the owners of Armada and some of the guys that I chat with, it just came up like less than 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
about how much they love Euphoria.
Yeah,
like
it's
one
of those kind of forgotten games.
I didn't get it. I don't know.
I liked it a lot.
I enjoyed the play, but I didn't fall in love with it.
Building a better dystopia.
Yeah, there you go.
I like that where the dice, once it gets too strong, they're like, wait a minute, and they figure it out and they try to leave.
Yep.
There's a lot good to it.
And Janelle mentions Apiary too. That's one that I think I played it once or twice, and I liked it. But it's kind of the game where like I think you need to play it a few times to get the hang of it, like to really because there's that one guy at TGG that loves Apiary and plays it all the time and has kind of like mastered it. And he like kills people at it, but that's the kind of game that like I think it feels like it would grow on me the more I play it.
I love it 3 or 4 times.
I'm with Rob.
Yeah, it was. Okay.
I like the concept of the dice, the growing, the strength.
Yeah, it was a neat idea, but it just it didn't grab me, didn't pull me. Even after I tried it, I kind of like you said, I kind of felt like I was missing something. So I played it. I think I played it 2 or 3 times now on BGA, and I played it 2 or 3 times in person, and I think I'm done with it. Yeah, really? I could not. Yeah, could go without playing it again. It's all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Meh. 6, 7.
Meh.
Yeah.
Oh.
6, 7. 6 or 7.
Smack your face. Smack your own face.
Kyle in the chat says one of my first watches of Beans and Dice was a conversation you guys had post playing Euphoria. So I'm glad we got him hooked there.
Yeah, that was a little while back. Yeah. But good. Thanks for sticking with us. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that.
I thought we taught it to Patrick. I feel like we did play that with Patrick.
We did teach it to somebody. I remember.
I think it was Patrick.
Was it
Brown.
Patrick? Yeah. Okay. That could be. Yep.
All right, who's next on the top 20 boards?
Crank your mind real quick.
Go ahead.
Let me share my screen.
Let me share my screen.
All right, so I don't have a ton of changes this month. So I'm starting with these are games I played this month that did make my top 25, and they're all fantastic. They did not. They're all fantastic games, but like it's surprising because it's like, I don't know. I really like. It's hard to tell which game I prefer out of all those. Well, Galactic Cruise is probably at the bottom of that list. I think I'm not a huge fan of that. Yeah, it's just
I'm liking it more the more I played on BGA.
It's not hitting me.
Is this why you put them in alphabetical order so you didn't have to make it look like you picked one over the other?
There you go.
Yeah, probably. Although the White Castle being top, not quite alphabetical
at the top.
but it's like getting hard because like I enjoyed my plays of these games, but like I didn't enjoy it enough to kick something out of the top 25. But so I just want to highlight.
I'm curious. Now I'm very curious as to.
Well, yeah, I think you guys like Terraforming Mars a lot more than I do. I like Terraforming Mars, but to me, it's just it can drag. And like I had a couple plays for this month, and one play was really good, and I nailed it. And I had like this crazy production of steel or whatever, which just let me play cards for free. But then I had a play right after that where I couldn't get anything going, and it's just like I'm at like -2 mega credit production, and I can't even pay for cards, and it was just bad. So it's like I've had a good play and a bad play, so kind of like it is what it is. But yeah, they're all great. I'm kind of figuring out White Castle. Love Bunny Kingdom. So what's interesting is I loved Bunny Kingdom so much I bought a physical copy of it, and I haven't played it as much because I'm like, well, but the scoring is a pain in the ass. When you play it in person versus when BGA just does it for you. So it's like I'm kind of dang. So Rumble Nation fell off my list.
Okay.
Mostly because again I haven't been playing it as much. I
can see it. Mine dropped.
Yours dropped. Yeah, Carlos, you love this. I think this is a game that hits your sweet spot. I like it. To me, it's become more of a filler game. I've been playing it a bunch on BGA and actually playing it a bunch 2-player on BGA, and it works okay, but it's just it's getting a little stale. But I still enjoy the game a lot. It really is one of my top plays of the year, but it fell off. But so out of all those games that I have in yellow there that are games that I liked that I played this month that could have hit my list, the one that did hit my list was 5 Tribes. And it goes back to just, it's a classic game that I just love, that the Mancala and the brain melt of trying to figure out, like, as you pick up your meeples and you're placing them around to get that perfect play to trigger things. Bruno Cathala game. It's an old school favorite of mine. I've really enjoyed my plays of it, so it hit my list this month. I want to play some more of the expansions again. Kind of makes me want to play it more. That I had to play it this month. I'm like, God, I really like this game. I love that. And I know some people some people really dislike that in Five Tribes there is a very big AP of people trying to figure out that perfect Mancala of how to pick up your meeples from one of the grid and move it around to make that play. But I don't know. I like it a lot. But then there's also the bidding for the turn order. Because, like, if you see that perfect move where it's going to be a great high scoring move, you have to bid really high, but you want to bid so high that you spend all your money on it. So you have to kind of like, well, maybe I can go one less than the max bid or one less than where I think people will bid. And well, if someone outbids me, then I'm screwed. So I love that initial bidding for turning order to do the move that you want to do, where sometimes maybe you get outbid, but then that move opens up a whole nother string of moves. So anyway, I really enjoy Five Tribes. It's an old school favorite of mine. So Five Tribes on there. Crusaders stays at 19. It's gray because I played it this month, but I didn't move it. So still enjoying that game. It's one of those relatively fast midweight kind of Euro-ish games that I enjoy playing.
I did play around with my Crusaders this week.
Yep.
I did a thing. I thought of you too, Wayne.
Is it okay?
Because I got rid of the box for the expansion, and then I removed the expansion from my box, and now I have no box to put it in.
No, you just take all the expansion pieces, put it in one Ziploc bag, and label it expansion, and throw it in the main box, so you know it's separate.
Well, you really can't fit it in the main box because everything's so tight in there. But I just put it in the baggie, and now it's sitting.
Throw it in the drawer.
In a drawer. And if I ever see it again, I don't care. This expansion,
garbage.
Yeah. Except for the female Templars. I took that out and put it into the box. Okay. That's the one that has the big token that counts as two.
Yeah.
Right.
I love that faction, that asymmetric power. The other ones are all based on the divine expansion.
Yeah, I'm not
so
a fan
that's
of that.
why they're all. Yep. So because it's seeing it in the box makes it harder for me to get the game to the table because then I have to separate. So I did that.
Yep.
Great game. I'm glad it's still on your list.
Oh yeah, it's still on my list. And then Raw's still at 18. I think I'm gonna get Raw played in the next couple of days. I got some of my game buddies going over that, and I know love Raw. Nice. And I'm gonna play I know that none of them play the new version because we've always played the older version. So I'm gonna break out the new fancy version that I traded with Carlos for. So that my next month may move up my list if it hits off. On the Underground, still on my list, still a game that I'm like, do I really want to own this game? Because I kind of want to play it some more, but it's got such a heavy emotional, mental game. Do I really want to play it? But yeah, I do actually want to play it more. But so, Carlos, we should get a Dan's copy, and the four of us, like the three of us and Dan, play it at some point because I think it's such a heavy.
I love the company. I love the designer.
Such a good game. Yeah, such a good game. Played Stone Age. Stone Age stays where it's at. Love it. It's a great game. It's a solid. I love it. Another one that I could go without the expansions. The expansions, I think, add too much craziness to it. I like just the simplicity.
So gray means you played it this past month?
Yeah, gray means I played it, but I just didn't move it.
Okay, very cool.
I played a ton of my top 20 this past month.
That's a good feeling.
It is. It's good, and it hits home. And I think just like Crusaders, to me, I'm fine with base Stone Age. The expansions add a lot of craziness and a lot more stuff to it. And it's like, no, it's a good, solid midweight Euro out of the box base. I'll play it base most times. Camel Up staying at 15. Thunder Alley moved up a little. I think it was 16 I think it was 16. So it moved above Camel Up and Stone Age. Just enjoying the plays. The campaign of it is hitting hard. I'm enjoying it a lot. But it is a game that next year, if I played it not in the campaign mode, it probably wouldn't make my top 25 because it's an enjoyable game, but it's I think it's you have to play it max player count, six people, 6, 8 people, whatever the max player count is, at least 5 or 6 people. and it is group dependent, right? You have to have a group that's willing to have fun and talk some trash and movie quotes and Ricky Bobby and Thunder, all those things. So yeah, so you got to do that. But Thunder Alley's up there, 14. Viticulture, played it, stayed where it is. I'm playing. What's funny is I played so much Viticulture on BGA in the last year or two, which was a base game, and now I mentioned last week the Tuscany is available. I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I played Tuscany, and I know I like Tuscany more, but it's so weird after playing so much Viticulture base the last couple of years and getting back to playing the Tuscany. It's like, oh God.
I'm trying to see if I even have Tuscany. I don't even think I have Tuscany.
I don't know. Maybe
that was a very hard version of the game to play for me.
I love it. I love it more because it's the 4 seasons, so you have to make some more strategic decisions between the 4 seasons. It's not just 2.
Yeah, got more spots to go to.
More spots to go to, but then it's remembering what is in what season and what do you do in what order that I'm kind of retraining my brain on, which is interesting. It's a good exercise because I'm kind of like retraining my brain to remember that. So, Creature Comforts haven't played in a while, but it stays solid at 12. 11 Fromage, and Fromage and Creature Comforts all fell down a little bit because Finspin Windspan moved up a bit. I played Finspan this past month, and just it hit. People really liking Finspan. I just got the Stonemeyer Wingspan bird packs, and hopefully maybe in the next week or two we'll get some games of that if we can figure out how.
Yeah, because I want to try that asymmetric. I had no idea that asymmetric rule.
Yeah, so that like when with the new sort of wing the 6 countries or regions that he gave out, the idea was you could shuffle those into the deck and just play with them, or you can keep them separate, and each person kind of draft one of those packs, and you can look at the cards ahead of time, put them down, and then on your turn, when you have to draw from the bird decks, you can do that, or you can draw from your specific deck. Canada, America, whatever, 8, whatever those are. And those decks are kind of all themed to do a certain thing. So it kind of gives you a direction in your
And I think
building.
your starting hand comes from that deck as well, if I remember that right.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So like you can really build towards that faction,
what that faction
but that region.
So you can either draw from your private deck of those 25 cards or go to the main deck if something, it syncs right. So yeah, it's kind of cool. I'm looking forward to that.
Right, because my worry with the expansions is you get to the place where your deck is so large, anything you add to it is going to get diluted in there. You'll never see them.
I kind of feel like
we'll get to really enjoy those cards.
Yeah. And what I've done I have the big box, the nesting box. I've left all of the cards separate, and so like if I was gonna play the base game, I'll just grab the base game cards. If I was gonna play Europe, whatever, I'd grab the Europe cards and just play with those. And same thing with like the Asia, whatever. So like I think for me playing Wingspan, you'd play with the cards from the specific expansion and just kind of rotate through them. But anyway, so yeah, Wingspan's up there, number 10. Maracaibo played it, didn't move, number 9. Lords of Waterdeep didn't play, number 8. Madeira fallen down to 7 just because I own that one play, and I'll probably only have that one play because I don't know. It's a hard game to find and get. It's one that hopefully gets reprinted in the future because it was really enjoyable. I enjoyed it a lot. SETI is at my number 6, stays at number 6. Played it.
It'd probably be a little higher if you spelled it right, but just saying.
Did I not pay? Oh yeah. Okay.
But then you got to move it up. Once you fix that, you got to move it up.
Yeah, I'll move it up. Yeah. Anyway, Star Wars Battle for Hoth, number 5, and Tyrus in the Underdark, number 4. Ostia, number 3. Played Obsession, stayed number 2 because I also played Concordia, and Concordia stayed number 1. So
good, man.
Probably my number 1 and 2 are going to get retired at the end of the year, and move to my Hall of Fame list. So.
I have a feeling that SETI will stay at the top of my list, but I won't retire it. Like I think it's my 2025 summer fling. You know what I mean? Like, it was amazing. I'll tell stories about it forever. But we may part in the future. I don't know.
I think it's going to reignite when they get that expansion out.
I'm still waiting for Armada Games to give me the call.
Talk back here. SETI, SETI. That's how you spell it.
It's all caps, but
it's all caps. Whatever. Fine.
It's a
spelled right. It's
acronym.
Just not punctuated correct.
Yeah, acronym.
Whatever.
This is why it's so low on your list. You've been playing it wrong.
Shifting myself. No, Setting's good. I actually kind of contemplated buying it, but then as expansions, I'm like, I don't want to get into all that. Screw it, I'm done.
There's only one expansion, and it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a really good one.
Yeah, but one of you guys have it, so
I got to try it solo. That's my next step. Now that the table's empty, I will probably set it up and get it played solo before we talk again next week. But I never played solo.
Captain Gamer's telling us that Oceania is an essential. Expansion is essential. It's essential. Excuse me. And I'm assuming Oceania is the one with the nectar, which is the wild thing.
Yes, that was the wild
Europa.
resource.
I think I have it.
I don't have that one. I've got all of them but that one. Yeah. Asia.
They're all
So
in
there's
shrink.
Europe, Asia, and Oceania. That's where they're at. Yep. So
I got to open them up. They're all in shrink. All right, so Wayne, I'm going to have you, let me set up the cameras and turn down 20. The phone, and then I have you run from bottom to top in a quick manner, because this is a short, so it's got to be like less than, I think 2 minutes is the most I can do.
Less than 2 minutes.
I had to edit you.
I'll bet you did.
Last month, I had to edit a lot of what you said.
of course you did.
To get it down to 2 minutes.
I'm going to take away those 5, the games that are like maybes. I'm just going to go, this fell off, and here's my top 20.
Just go straight to your top 20, and what fell off and all that. So introduce your name, introduce, this is your top 20 board, and then hit us with the top 20. Make sure. Hang on, let me remove the banner. I know you guys get to watch this.
All these people, watching live.
Hey,
this is fun.
BJ doesn't. He's plenty of viewers, so it's all good, right?
All right, Wayne, it shows yours.
All right, I'm waiting for the Beansanddice podcast, and here are my top 20 games for the year of 2025. Falling off my list is Rumble Nation. Still a great game. Love the fact that I got to replay it. Actually, Chris Yee just mentioned it in the Dice Tower's top 10 games to play with strangers this week. It was like his number 6, so it's kind of cool. But my number 20 is 5 Tribes, Bruno Cathala games, kind of an old classic. Love it. So it's hitting my top 20 because it's one of my old school favorite games that I got to play this past month. Crusaders, I will be done. I played this month, but didn't move it around. Still a great game for me. Number 18 is Raw, which is one of the Rena Knizia top 3 bidding games. On the Underground, number 17. Number 16, Stone Age, another old school favorite of mine. Played but not moved this month. Camel Up, fantastic party racing game. Number 15. Number 14, Thunder Alley, up 2 spots. We're playing a campaign game of that. It's fantastic. We're having a lot of fun with Thunder Alley. Highly recommended if you have a group of players. That's 6 to 7 players. Really good fun. You can do a whole season of 8 races. Number 13, Viticulture, played but not moved up. Enjoying getting back to playing Tuscany, my favorite version of the Viticulture game. So enjoying that very much. Creature Comforts, longtime favorite of my family. I have an 11-year-old, and my wife and I play that with him all the time, so it's fun. Fromage, great game. Almost did the Kickstarter to get the whole shebang, but I'm enjoying it a lot, and it's moved to a BGA play for me, but it's still a really fun game. Finspan/Wingspan, I'm combining those together because I'm kind of love them both. Not including Wormspan because I haven't played that one yet, but Finspan moved up. We played that this month, and hopefully next month we'll be playing a bunch of the new Wingspan bird packs. My number 9 was Maracaibo, played but I moved up. Still a favorite. Love that game. Love this one so much more than Great Western Trail. I know it's kind of, some people love Great Western Trail, but this one to me really is his best game. Alexander Pfister, I think this one is. Maybe I'm wrong, but Lords of Waterdeep, number 8. Classic favorite. Love it. Love it with the base game. Love it with the expansion. Then we have Madeira, which hopefully gets reprinted at some point in time because it's a fantastic game. SETI, the search for extraterrestrial life. Love it. Great game. Enjoy playing it, but want to play some more of it before I make it part of my collection. Star Wars Battle for Hoth. We've talked about it a ton. It's a great game. I cannot wait for them to announce the next version of this, whether it's Battle for Naboo, Battle for Kashyyyk, whatever it is. I'm in. Let's buy it. I'm going to have a million of these games in the next couple of years. They just take my money now. So number 4, Tyrants in the Underdark, which Lords of Waterdeep, Tyrants in the Underdark, it's hard to tell which is my favorite D&D based game, but they're both fantastic. I think those are clearly the 2 best Dungeons and Dragons based board games on the market. If you haven't played it, it's fantastic. Number 3, Ostia, fantastic worker placement Mancala game. I'm kind of disappointed that the new Kickstarter doesn't have all the same bells and whistles that the one previously did. So I didn't back it because I know there's plenty of people in the area that own a copy of it. But if you haven't played Ostia, it's a fantastic game. My number 2 game of the game, Obsession. I love it. I just did the big box Kickstarter for it with the neoprene mat and the crazy cool rule book. It's definitely one of my favorite games of all time. I think it's definitely going to hit my Hall of Fame at the end of the year. And the number one, I can guarantee you, Concordia is getting retired for me at the end of the year. It's a Hall of Fame game for me. It's one of my all-time favorite games. It's Brass Birmingham, Castles Burgundy, Concordia. Those 3 games are top 3. I don't know what order I would put them in. Probably Burgundy first, but Concordia is definitely one of my favorite games of all time. So that's my top 20 games played of this year, and we'll see how the year ends up. So thank you.
Yeah, it's our penultimate month. Like this is the penultimate month because next month will be our last. Yeah, because next month will be November, and then we'll do our final end of year. Yeah,
2 more. Yeah,
so 2 more.
Yeah,
2 more to go.
I noticed that 15% of your list was Moncala style games.
I do like those.
Oh, really?
Setti's Moncala, 5 Tribes is Moncala.
Thy Will Be Done. No,
Crusaders.
Yeah,
so you have 3 of them out there. Yeah,
Ostia, right? So it's like
so 3 of the top 20 easy. Yeah, might be one of them. Yeah, a lot of midweight Euros on there too. I mean, Stone Age and Concordia and.
I just got to say, I wasn't timing, but that had to be over 2 minutes.
The whole time I'm thinking I'm going to edit some of that out.
Maybe, sorry, just call me Rob.
There you go. We'll flip-flop rolls this week. I'm going to fire
I'm curious.
out there.
I'm curious.
All right, because legitimately, sometimes I talk fast. I'm a New Yorker by birth, so I talk fast. So sometimes I feel like I go like 30 seconds, and it's like, well, but I want to
stretch that out.
Some explanation to my methodology. But
It's okay. I got the Shift Delete button ready.
There you go.
there you go. Just edit me out.
I love Concordia. I love. It's just like quick edits.
All right, but think about it. So, all right, I'm like Castles of Burgundy, Concordia, Brass Birmingham. It's got to be what you guys had not played any of those before we started gaming together. You hadn't, because I know I taught you
Castles of
Concordia.
Burgundy. You taught me that.
I taught you Castles of Burgundy.
Concordia, yes, Concordia.
I taught you Brass Birmingham.
Did he teach us Brass Birmingham?
We were taught Brass Birmingham
maybe
at
not.
the
Maybe
game day for Stonemeyer.
Nah, maybe you didn't know that.
No, we were teaching it.
Oh, we taught it.
We
Stonemeyer
taught
game
it.
day.
So we
That's
learned
right.
it. We
That was
even knew
way
it before that.
Before that, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Yep.
So maybe you didn't know that one, but yeah. So
Who got us into that one?
Several of the games that.
I just remember there was a copy at Armada, and the price was they had the sticker wrong. So I think I got it for like $35.
Yeah, when it first came out with the chips and everything, I think we were on it pretty quick.
'Cause I wanted the chips.
Yeah.
The game was like, I'm not gonna buy the game online, and then I saw it at Armada for $35, and I scooped it up.
And I remember we played that several times back at your turn when they first opened. So yeah, we were playing it.
Okay, so
And then
maybe not
Fortino was like, I accidentally sold you that at a lower price.
Oh yeah,
I had to go back and fix all the other ones. Like, all right. He honored the price.
Take
My
it while
man.
you can get it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love those guys. Armada's still my favorite shop.
But I think Concordia, like I tell you what, the BGA implementation of Concordia is good because it's good.
It's right on.
It's just because I hate being on computers. Doing all that on just like handheld devices is so hard with Concordia. Because for me, I feel like I got to see everything. I got to see all my options. And
That's why Galactic Cruise is like oh my god, it's just like, too much.
Yeah.
I need a big TV. I need a huge TV to be able to see this on.
I played on a widescreen monitor. My son's big. I don't know how many
PC?
inch, PC monitor. Yeah.
That's you know what? I don't know. Can I cast it from my tablet to the TV?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that next.
Probably.
Because then I can go up to the TV and like look at everything.
Yeah. Yeah. I zoom in, zoom out.
That's why
look
I
at
struggled
stuff
with
and,
Tag Team.
Oh yeah.
Because there's a lot of little text on these cards, and the way they format it, like I just had trouble reading
on
it
the
on my
computer. All you do
device.
is just hover over it. So you hover over it, it blows
See,
it
the
up.
phone doesn't do
Yeah,
that.
I know.
The
Yeah.
devices don't do that.
You have to hold down. You know, you can hold down and it does that.
If I hold the button,
Like if you touch the card,
Uh-huh.
you just hold your finger
and-
on it, it'll
and-
blow up a big picture of it.
we all because BGA is each game is coded by different people.
Mm-hmm.
There are some BGA games that have that little plus minus button where you can zoom in on things.
Yep.
And some not, right?
Meanwhile,
And then there's some that don't have, there's some that don't have that. And if you do like the control wheel mouse to like zoom in your browser, and it does. So like I was just
but
playing.
the ratios are all weird.
Yeah,
like
messes
things
it all up.
get all
Well,
wonky.
like for example, I just played a game of Pandemic, and it's like the icon for the person, like I couldn't see it even on my big computer screen. So I tried to zoom in on it, and it didn't zoom it in. It just kept moving it off screen and zooming in like other things. I'm like, son of a,
Come back here. Come back.
like really? I'm like, I can't tell where that person
Rob
because
is
like
teaching me here.
there's a million. Yeah.
Great Western Trail. I'm just showing it real quick. So
He's
if you
holding
if
it
you just hold
down. Oh, and I can read.
It pops up a big box.
I want to try that.
Yeah, some of it's hard. Some games are hard to play when you need to see because like there was a whole bunch of us were in Asia on pandemic, and there's a million cubes, so I couldn't see where people were. I'm trying to figure out like someone's like, just come to me and grab the red card, and I'm like, where
are you?
Where are you? Like,
Can't even tell.
I wonder if that was an early implementation because
I don't know,
BGA's got to be 7, 8 years old,
Oh, at least, yeah.
Yeah, but
and it's getting better.
It is. It's. I love it. I love BGA. I
Yeah, it's
played
good stuff.
8,000 games or some shit on BGA at this point in time.
I was just
but,
looking the other day. I'm at 2,500 or something.
But like,
yeah.
but there are some games where it's so frustrating. There's not an undo button, or the zoom doesn't work right. Where it's like, oh, God damn it, really?
I know the feeling.
Let me see how many games I'm up to real quick. What do I have to?
Roberto's going to be doing his list here.
Yeah.
He's got next.
So I'm at 6,952 games played on BGA.
Ooh, that's insane.
I'm only 7K. Yeah.
I had to pull back because the 8 games I had my anxiety up. Like, I got to take my turn. I got to hurry up and take my turn.
You're good.
I hate that feeling.
I did that at first, and then at some point I was like, you know what? Some days I'm going to play 2, 3, 4 turns. Some days I may not play a turn. As long as I don't go multiple days in a row,
Yeah, you're
I don't
fine.
feel bad about it. But yeah. If you take a day off, you take a day off. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool. All right, let me jump into mine. Let me knock mine out here. I'm going to. I don't have a whole lot of either, although I did just do a last-minute ad. I started scrolling through all my BGA plays because I think, as I mentioned last week or the week before, I was at an all-time high of 48 BGA games at one time.
Oh, God,
so
no, I couldn't do that.
Some of y'all are 100+, but so 48 for me was a lot. And so I was just scrolling through, and I was like, you know what? Again, my rule kind of is going to be, and we kind of revise this as we went along. For my top 20 list, I'm only going to do games that I have played physically. So if I've played them recently on BGA, and I know that I've played them and really comfortable with them physically on the tabletop, then I'm going to allow myself to use that as a tool to move around or readjust some of these games. So I was just kind of scrolling through, and I just hit one. Carlos can see it here. That is just, it was like, holy mackerel. How is this not, this is a game I own. I've played it on the tabletop 6, 7, 8 times, and I love the heck out of this game. I will never say no to a game of this on BGA. It's going to hit the bottom of my list just because I haven't played it on the tabletop in a couple of years. But yeah, I know. No. So we're gonna get around that a little bit because we're gonna take Star Wars Battle of Hoth over here. That
I like these shenanigans he's added.
Kind of made me. Yeah.
There's a campaign though. There's a campaign.
Yeah, you gave me a hard time. It's gonna hit the sideboard, so it's gonna stay over here on the small games board. Maybe if I get deep into the campaign and it feels like a bigger game, it'll come back on the big list. But this is kind of cheating because this allows me to keep at least one of these games on my list. But Star Wars Battle for Hoth is going to come off of the big board. And it's going to go over here on the little sideboard. And I'm not ranking these yet because I've only got, 4 of them up here. But mine on here are just, it's Toy Battle, Targi, Flip Tunes, and Battle for Hoth now, or Battle of Hoth, as we have clarified over and over. But that's going to be on my sideboard for the moment. And so we'll put that there. We'll kind of set that aside. And we'll maybe at the end of the year, I'll rank those once I have a few more on there. But coming back up here to the big board, so a couple of things are going to move. Galactic Cruise is currently in my 15. I'm going to pull that off to the side because that is going to move a little bit. I already kind of hinted earlier.
Down.
I hinted earlier that the more I play this, the more I'm liking it. I know you didn't love it. Ultimate Railroad's going to slide over a little bit because that's a game I've been playing recently again on BGA, and that one's going to get adjusted a little bit. Coming down to the bottom of my list, this is tough. Lisboa. I've only played Lisboa once ever. I've played Lacerdas. This is one of the Lacerdas that I've kind of dove into here in the last year, maybe year and a half. And Lisboa was the first Lacerda I played. I need to play it again. It's been a little while. The longer I'm away from it, the more I forget about it, especially as I play his other games. They kind of are, the older ones now are kind of graying in my memory. I hate to take Lisboa off there because I think it's the only Lacerda I have. It is the only Lacerda I have up here on my board. So Lacerda, I think will come back in a big way next year, 2026. I think I'll be playing some of these games again, and they're going to come right back up on my big board. But for now, Lisboa is off the list. Lacerda's off the list. It makes me a little sad, but that's going away. So Federation, currently at 19, is going to slide down. So that's now going to be my 20. This may be for a lack of playing it recently. I just have not gotten it back to the table at all, and I haven't played it on BGA in a little while now, Board Game Arena. So Federation sliding to 20. Takanu, Obelisk of the Sun is going to slide to 19. This is a game I played for the first time at Dice Tower Retreat this year. Jim taught it, a fun tea game from Turksey. It's one of Turksey's tea games, and I'm enjoying the tea games, some more than others. But I think probably it was a little bit of just being a new experience for me, made it hit at 18, but it's going to slide to 19, still on the list here. Maracaibo is actually going to slide. And again, this is probably another one just because I haven't played it as much recently, but Maracaibo is a game I really have liked. This rondel, kind of Great Western Trail, going around and around the circle. I really need to try the campaign of this. I really am dying to get out that campaign deck and start playing through that and just kind of see the subtle changes it makes from game to game. I just need to either find some people to do that or just solo it and do it myself. But I need to dive into that because I think that'll bring Maracaibo back up on the list. Mosaic currently sitting at my 16. Okay, this is gonna Mosaic sliding. It's gonna slide. It's gonna go to 17. So I'm doing this on the fly, as you can probably tell a little bit here. I didn't get a notepad like Carlos this week and make a big detailed list. So this is kind of as I always do, just kind of off the cuff here. It's the way I feel right now. So that's gonna open up my 16. I think 16. Because I haven't tabled it, this is going to be the one I talked about that's creeping onto my list here. Caverna, Uwe Rosenberg. Caverna is probably my favorite Uwe game. I know this was kind of a redo of Agricola, which was one of his classic early games. Caverna redid some of the rules, changed the way some of the stuff scores, kind of changed the themes slightly. Not really. It's still guys in a cave and...
I think you're really broad with your term of redid it. I think it's a different game.
It is kind of. I mean, you're collecting stuff.
That's the same mechanisms.
It's all the same mechanism. It's same worker
people,
placement. Yeah, feeding
your
people.
animals and food, and
raising animals, reaping your crops.
But you're doing it in a cave with a donkey.
Oh, okay. So in a cave with a donkey instead of out.
What you doing in your own cave with your own
donkey? That's up to you.
So I played this with you. I think once or twice on BGA. Now I've never actually played a physical copy of it. I've kind of quasi taught myself while playing on BGA. I need to teach.
Okay.
Because I understand all the mechanisms and how you do things, but I'm like, well, how do you score? Like, that's very simplistic, but that I need to teach.
I think one of the greatest thing about it is that is in I think it's Agricola as well. It's been a while since I played Agricola, but in Caverna you have all of these different rooms that you can build into your cave,
right?
And you want to kind of go hard in one mechanism, one strategy. So you can there's lots of different ways you can do it with the animals, with the crops, with collecting ore, with collecting rubies, with
but you have to mine out rooms in order to use those rooms and then decide how you're going to use those rooms. And that's what I mean, like it's to me different than Agricola would be, because you're having to kind of lay out your board.
Pre-planning, yeah.
It's kind of that Tetris style or polyhedral style game where you're deciding how to lay out your board.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. So you've only got the two options: the tunnels or I forget what they call them. The rooms. Room spaces. Yep.
Like I've enjoyed my plays of it, but I'm still not quite grasping how you do well at it. And I think that's where, like, if I played it with a teach and really kind of like, then it would probably skyrocket on my list.
Yeah, Agricola is good because, the thing with Agricola is you have to do a little bit of everything. It's very penalizing if you don't get like one of everything. And then once you have one of everything, you can kind of go a little more into one of the paths to score extra points. Caverna, you can ignore most of the stuff if you really want to, and you can just be a sheep farmer, or you can just be a miner, and you get the rooms that score you points for that, and you just rack up those points. You'll outdo all the negative points you get from not doing the other things. And so I think that's really why I like Caverna, is you can just kind of pick a thing and go for it, and then as long as...
a little more forgiving than Agricola.
Yeah, I think so, and I think that's pretty universally known out there, that's the feeling on it. So they feel different. Carlos is right. They are two different games, but a lot of the mechanics and stuff, if you know one, you can jump right into the other and play it. So, but Caverna's great game. I love it. Probably my favorite Rosenberg, and he's maybe my favorite designer of all time. So anyway, so Caverna's going to hit my list here at 16. Galactic Cruise was at 15. That's actually going to slide up. Asian Tigers is going to slide down a bit for me. I'm interested to see what the reprint of this does. They're reprinting it with some better artwork or different artwork, and then a new board and some things. And so I want to see how that comes out. But I really enjoyed my play of that at Dice Tower Retreat. Mahir taught us there, and it was a really fun game. I saw that the Dice Tower review, Chris and
Chris Yee,
and what's her name? His wife did not love it. They gave it kind of a slightly above average review, and they had some things that really bothered them about the game. And so when I went back and thought about it, I was like, well, there are some things that I agreed with them on, but there were some things that I thought they were a little off on, and so it did knock my opinion down just a little bit when I went back and kind of reflected on some of the comments they had. But I still think it was a really solid game, and I really want to play it again. So waiting for the reprint on that one. Number 14. Let's see here. Yeah, this belongs there. You know what? Actually, I'm sorry. I'm going to make a slight change here. I'm going to slide Asian Tigers up to 14. I'm sliding Caverna up to 15. Mosaic going back to 16. I forgot I had set this one aside. But I will hit the board at 17. So a little retcon here. 17 is going to be Dark Ages. I've talked about this game a couple of times. I got to play this again at the, what was the convention that Federspiel, SpielCon, just had over in Orlando this last month. And I played this again with Chuck and Jim and Rob. And I am really liking this game. I talked about it before. There's two versions of it. There's a Charlemagne edition, and then there's I don't want to look at my thing, a Middle Ages different version of it. The game definitely has a slow build, and I talked about that before, that some people, I guess, have been turned off by that. But at the very beginning, your action might just be getting a wood or getting a stone or, building one archer group or something. But the game really accelerates, and this is a game that both times I've played it, I wish the game was longer. It is a 3-hour probably plus game when you're playing with 4 or 5 or 6 people. It's a long game already, but when it's over, it just feels like it went too fast. It was like, oh man, that I really enjoyed the grind. I really enjoyed the build, and then it feels like when I'm finally got everything together and I'm ready to trounce across and take over people and plunder castles, it's like then we flip those last couple cards. And so there's a couple different mechanisms for the way the game ends, and it just feels like even at 3 hours, I wish it was another hour just so I could really take advantage of all that stuff that I built up. I guess this is the terraforming Mars we talk about. I like building that engine. I like getting the things going, and right when I'm ready to put it into overdrive, it's like somebody flipped the last card, the game's over. I'm like, oh, I wanted to do the thing. So anyway, but Dark Ages, I'm really enjoying that. Yeah, I need some more. But I'm going to hit my board. So that actually, I'm sorry, so I had to retcon that. So that's 17. So that's going to put Mosaic back at 16. Caverna coming in now at 15. Asian Tigers 14. Let me look at the other one I have over here. Yes, that's going to go over there. Okay.
I see 3 games and 2 slots.
Yes, you do. So I got to find something that's coming off of here. What can come off? What can be a small game here? Nothing. All right. We're gonna have to squeeze
Lisboa. Lisboa can go on the small games board.
You know what? This one's going over there, and so let me go back to the small games board then real quick here. So my other edition is definitely going to go on here. It's Tiny Epic Western. Tiny Epic Western is I debated with this actually on my drive over here, and it kind of goes back to some of the conversation we had at the beginning here. What belongs on the little board and what belongs on the big board. So Tiny Epic Western, the Tiny Epic games, right? They have to be little board, right? Because they're tiny. But they are epic.
But yes, you said it.
It's hard because they are small games. They do play 4 players, like you said, Wayne. A 2-player game for me again is almost always going to be the small board.
And then a party game to me is almost always going to be on the board.
Party game is going to be on the small game board. Tiny Epic though, I mean these take little boxes, but they have 4 or 5 player count. They have usually bigger mechanisms, bigger mechanics, just everything shrunk down to kind of micro size. So I think as a little bit of a cheat here, the Tiny Epic Western.
He talks himself into it.
Yeah, even though it could go on the big board, it's going to go on the little board over here. So I'm going to throw it over here with Battle of Hoth as an addition to my smaller games, party games board over here. So that puts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on there now for me. So maybe next week I can start actually ranking those and moving them around a little bit. But okay, so I still have the same problem over here you mentioned. But no, I don't. Okay, I got 2 slots. Good. Whew, I feel better. All right, Purple Haze. Purple Haze is going to slide down to 13. I just
keep working it.
We played this. What month did we play this?
It was January. I think it was January.
It was like
I think it was like right at the beginning of the year.
Beginning of the year, and so I just haven't played it. So I mean, it's going to keep sliding probably till I get it back to the table. But Purple Haze, Dan, we gotta get another game set up of that. So if you're watching, let's make it happen. We need to get 3 or 4 of us in and play a big game, maybe a small mini campaign of Purple Haze. I'm trying to go here. Galactic.
This part doesn't matter. This is us having chat.
Okay.
When we get to the 2 minutes, that's when it matters.
We're at 10:30 here. I just don't want to eat all the time for other stuff.
You got co-opted by a call. Beans and Dice Podcast. State your name. Where are you calling from?
Good evening, guys. It's Chris from Texas.
Hey, Chris. How
Hello,
are you?
Chris. This is a good place because Rob's in a conundrum trying to decide where to put this game.
I am.
So it's going to give him a little chance to figure it out.
Buy me some time.
Okay.
What you got going on, Chris?
Awesome. Oh, not much. What did you guys think of that tag team? It seemed like you liked it, Rob.
I did. I liked it a lot. I think I told you that in the chat as soon as we were done. I was like, you know what? I like this game a lot. Carlos didn't seem as impressed, but I liked it a lot. It felt like, and I apologize if you mentioned this before, but it felt like Dice Masters, but without the random dice. It felt like I had a lot more control of what was going on, but just a head-to-head, back and forth. I hit you, you hit me. We're trading blows. We're doing some status effects. That I liked it a lot. So yeah, Carlos, what do you think?
To me, it's the BGA piece that makes it hard to grok.
Yeah.
So I see things there that I want to try, but I don't tend to BGA on anything bigger than a tablet on occasion.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I try to stay off computers. So for me, it's probably going to be a buy. It's going to be a buy coming up soon.
Yeah, it's going to be.
If you're going to get it, that's great.
I'm probably going to get it. Yeah. So
because I need to play it on the tabletop.
Yep.
And so for some games, I have to get it on the tabletop to grok it, and then I can play it on BGA easier.
Yeah.
So now, Carlos, you need to hold strong. Make Rob buy the game.
Exactly. If I got
don't just go by yourself.
I got to give it a week or two.
How much time do I have to cancel the order I just
you
put
already
in?
just put in? Yeah. If I wait too long, he'll buy it. So yeah.
All I know is I'm sitting at church, like literally church, and I get a text from Rob. Purple Haze is on Game Nerds.
Oh, you were at church when I messaged you that?
And then shortly after, and it's discounted in price to $90
from 120 to 90.
I'm like, I see what he's doing here. He's just trying to feed that little that earworm in me.
Get Purple Haze. Actually, I wanted you to get that because I wanted to tack on the tag team
and get the free shipping.
Get the free shipping.
I'm glad you liked it.
I did.
Rob. And I think Carlos, you'll like it probably in person.
I can't read the text on my phone. Like, it's so hard to read those little cards. So I'm going to work on it.
Yeah, I do VGA on my computer, so it's much easier for me.
Yep.
I don't do it on the small screens. Occasionally, I will. Like Stone Spine Architects, I know the game so well. I will do that on my phone sometimes too. But like if it's a newer game, I will only play it on the computer.
Yeah, I think once 5:30 hits and I'm clocked out, you will not find me on a PC of any kind. But I'm going to try casting to my TV. That's the next thing because we were just trying to troubleshoot this problem.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try casting my device to the TV to see if that works.
There you go. That's a great idea. So I have another one I was going to talk about. I don't know if you guys have played it yet. I did send Wayne and Rob an invite.
Yep.
It's called Botanicus.
Just accepted it just a few minutes ago. Yeah.
Got to watch that video tomorrow.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, got to watch the video.
Okay. So I watched Tom Vassal's review on it. He gave it an 8, and I played it on BGA. It's a learning game, and I really enjoyed it. I still had over 100 points, so it's a pretty high scoring game. I think I was like 120 something, but I mean, the leader was like, I think 150, so it's not like I was right, close to winning, that one, but it was a learning game and I really enjoyed it. It's got that whole mechanism where if you pick an action that's towards the top, you're going to go first the next round. If you pick it towards the bottom, you'll go last, which is always a cool decision to make because you may really want that juicy action that's at the bottom, but then you're going to have to go last the next round. And I've always enjoyed that in games.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got some really
I think
cool
I mentioned that
combos.
last week when you called. Like I noticed that as a
Okay.
trend. You like those games where what you decide dictates the turn order, almost like a bidding for turn order.
Yeah, it's really fun. Yeah, like Trinket Trove and
What's
just
the
a
little
good
space one?
decision.
The Tinkerbell.
Oh,
Twinkle Twinkle.
yes,
Twinkle.
Twinkle Twinkle does that.
Yeah,
that's
that's
right.
And that one's a tough one because those are tiles that you need to place. So you may really need that tile, but it's going to put you last.
Yeah, it's 100%. Yep. But this one has a little bit more going on. There's an advanced board and a basic board. I think the invite I sent you guys, I just did the basic one, but Tom Vassell prefers the advanced because it's asymmetrical boards. Everyone has their own board, and so probably the second game we'll do the asymmetrical side.
Okay.
But the artwork's beautiful. Obviously, it looks nice on the table, and it's got some interesting decisions. There's 3 tracks at the top, and one of them, will give you more plants. One of them gives you like money, and then you also at the end of each track you get points. When you get to the end, there's these first come first serve points, and they're diminishing value as you hit the end of these tracks. And so there's a little bit of a race to get those points before the other players. And then it has some animals you can get that give you special powers and bonuses. And I don't know if that's just in the asymmetrical side. Maybe it is, because I know Tom mentioned it. I was thinking it was in the basic side, but anyway, they have these little animals you can get too that'll give you bonuses, and then it's got a little you get points for them as well. But it's a nice little puzzle because you're looking at the next round, like what's coming up, and so you're thinking about that, and then you're moving your gardener, to different spots, and it takes 1 coin to move him one spot. And so you're trying to set your gardener up so that you're in the right position to plant the right things and to do the right things. So there's a lot of forward planning from turn to turn, which I really enjoy. So it's got some good crunch to it, So I think you guys will like it.
Okay. Yeah, looking forward to it. I for some reason it's ringing bells for me, or sounds a little familiar to Windmill Valley. You haven't played Windmill Valley yet, have you?
No, not yet. I heard great stuff about it, but not yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly got a lot of differences, but there's just a few things there that feel kind of the same. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this one, and you may want to try out Windmill Valley at some point. I think it has some stuff in there that you'd like.
Yeah, is that one on BGA yet, or no?
I do not believe so. I haven't seen it on there, no.
Yeah. I'll see if somebody has a copy.
Yeah, it's a good one.
And then I also posted my twig just in November, just the past 6 days, and the recent plays in Discord.
Nice.
Yeah, we got
Thank
Tag
you for
Team,
using that.
The Last Droids, Botanicus, Raiders of the North Sea, Schottentotten, and Trinket Trove. So Raiders of the North Sea, fantastic. Schottentotten, fantastic. The others I've never played.
Well, I invited Rob to that robot one. I played it now twice on BGA, and it's a fun little drafting game. I mean, I like it. It's really easy, really quick, but it's fun. I mean, I like it for a little drafting game. Nothing super stands out about it, except you are picking which card goes to you and which card goes to the other player, which is always a good decision.
Yeah, that's it. Interesting. The 2 cards come out, and then alternating each other every other round, you choose who gets which card. And so you can kind of look at everything's kind of open information. You can see each other's resources, and you got these robots, and you're deciding you can either deconstruct them and take the bits so that you can build another robot or recondition another robot later, or you can rebuild or recondition the robot. I forget what the recycle, I guess is what they call the term. Like you can either recycle them or you can upgrade them. And then some of them, when you upgrade them, they give you a little ongoing benefit. Some of them, when you upgrade them, you're doing a little bit of set collection. The leaves, I believe it is. Whoever has the most leaves at the end with the droids gets some bonus points. And so there's, I think, 6 or 7 or 8 different types of droids. And as you do different things with them, as you kind of collect them, it's not really set collection, but as you get more and more of them, you can multiply what they do. And so it's kind of a fun little, it's really light, really simple. There's only like 2 or 3 rules you have to remember. And but yeah, we're 5 or 6 turns in, and it's fun so far. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I like it. It's fun, and the artwork's kind of nice. And Rahdo was how I found out about it. He put it as number one game that he played recently. You know, obviously, he'll do like 30 games and he'll rank them, and he had it as number one. So that's why I checked it out. And I saw it was on BGA. I'm like, great.
Yeah, definitely feels like again. Just first time I play it, I don't know how long it's going to go, but it feels like it would be a filler. It feels like in person it would be a little 15, 20-minute game. But yeah, I'm interested to see how it plays out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Cool.
And I'm trying to think anything else. I think that's mostly it. Just mainly just that interest that maybe I'll call like in a week to see what your guys' thought is on the Botanicus game.
Sure.
See you guys like that one.
For sure. Yeah, definitely. We'll check back once we get into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then still a shout out to Trinket Trove. I played another game of it, and I always enjoy it. It's a fun drafting game where you're doing the bidding, and it's got the the 0-bid option. I just think it's a really cool game for a nice filler. If you guys like a bidding game with filler, it's better I like it more than For Sale, even though it's a classic.
Wow.
I think it's actually better.
Okay. I'll have to check it out at some point.
What about Wine Cellar? How do you rank it in there? I'm having trouble ranking Wine Cellar and For Sale.
I like For Sale a little better than Wine Cellar, actually. I like that Wine Cellar plays more players, but I think I like For Sale just a little bit more. I think I gave For Sale like a 7.5, and I gave Wine Cellar a 7.
Mm-hmm.
So they're pretty close.
I think with Wine Cellar, there's like different ways of scoring. There's the whole countries, wine bottle type or wine type, and then that diagonal scoring that kind of gives a complexity that is hard to grok.
Yes.
With For Sale, it's just straight bidding. You want to spend the least amount to get the highest cards to then buy the biggest properties, or that just it's a little simpler.
And Trinket Trove comes above both of those for you, Chris?
Yeah, it actually does. I just think there's some nuance there that's a little more interesting. When the Dice Tower reviewed it, I think it was Joey and Chris that reviewed it, and they said it was in between basic and advanced, kind of in that middle spot, for gamers. More like intermediate kind of gamers, not like people that don't play games a lot. They said it was a little bit too complex for those type of people because there's some nuance to it. So they said it was somewhere in the middle, and I like that.
And that has
more
definitely
complex,
been a place that I've been enjoying living, right? Because I feel like a lot of games have gone too simple, and on the opposite, too heavy, right? I'm with you on that. Finding that kind of light, but not too light.
Yeah, and that's what I think Trinket Trove is. It's just the depth of the decisions. The decision space is a little bit more interesting. It's a little more thinky, but it's still really easy to teach, and it plays fast. So that's why Trinket Trove is better. And I like the artwork. I mean, I am a sucker for good artwork, and I really enjoy the artwork as well. But just that fact you can bid 0, I think is very interesting. I use that almost every game because if I like what I have in my hand, I'll just bid 0. And I'll pick last that round, but I get to keep what I have in my hand. You don't use it all the time, but just that one little nuance where you can bid 0, I think is really cool. And then the fact that when you bid somebody and when you tie somebody in a bid, you get to go ahead of them in turn order for choosing if you go after them. So it's almost like the person who goes last has an advantage. But if you went first, you got first dibs the previous round. And so it's like a balancing act. So you got to pick first last round, but this round now you got to bid first, which means you're at a disadvantage this round. And I just love that. I mean, there's just some real cool nuances to the game. So I'm just really digging it right now. And it comes in a real small box like the others. So it's portable, good travel game. Plays up to 6. And you can still play it with 2 players because of the little variant that it has in there, which is fun too.
Especially that theme and artwork, right? Like I grew up on Chippendales, Rescue Rangers, Rescuers Down Under, Rats of Nim,
That's
that whole, rat
secret of Nim.
Rats of Rim. Nim.
Secret of Nim.
The secret of Nim.
Cool.
Yes, cool.
Yeah, well, that's it. I'll let you guys get back to Rob's. Or are you going through Rob's? You had enough time to think about it, Rob?
I think so. I think you bought me enough
There
time. Yeah.
All right, so here's the big question: is over under on Rob at 2 minutes, right? For his summary.
Take the under.
There we go. I'm good.
No pressure.
I'm gonna
No
time
pressure.
it. Timing it.
Yeah. Have a good night, Chris. We appreciate you calling as always. Caller number 3 tonight.
Once we get this board off this wall, we can actually put it on the board.
Yeah.
All right, guys. My pleasure. I'll look forward to hearing you, Rob, in the chat here and in the channel.
Sweet.
Good night, Chris.
Thanks, Chris.
Good night, Carlos. Good night, guys.
Good night, man.
All right, Rob.
all right.
You've had some time to think.
Back at it. Yep. So I think I'm good here. So all right. I left off at Purple Haze at 13. Got Galactic Cruise and Ultimate Railroads pulled off here to the side. Freedom, the Underground Railroad, is going to fall out of my top 10. I'm going to put it on down to 12 here. Freedom, the Underground Railroad, great game. I love my cooperatives, but just some of these Euro games are creeping on by it here. So
it's a hard one. It's a hard one because it's such a heavy topic.
Yeah,
it is such a heavy topic.
Yep, and the cooperative and the cooperative. Depending on my feelings from day to day, I always like cooperative games, but some days I really want to play co-op. Some days not so much. I want to play more competitive. So it's slipping a little bit, but I mean 12, and we're almost at the end of the year. So I mean
It's not too horrible.
yeah, solid stuff here. So anyway,
I think mine's like 17 or something like that. So yeah.
All right, so Galactic Cruise did make a small climb, but it's not quite going to make it to my top 10. It is up to 11. Again, Wayne, the more I'm playing it, the more I'm liking it. You're right, it is similar from play to play, but the way those tiles change and the order of the way you do things and doing this action and trying to combo this action with that action and having them be different places on the board from play to play has given it enough variety for me. And the more I'm playing it, I'm starting to figure out, again, the ways to meet those goals. That was a big thing I talked to Jim about. Is the first time, maybe the first 2 times I played it, I didn't even look at the in-game scoring goals, and those can change from game to game. And so now that I'm actually looking at those and trying to play my game towards those 3 goals that can be different from game to game, it really kind of makes it fun to do that puzzle, to figure out what's the order that I do things to meet those goals, to score the points, and they get harder as each of the people have to complete them. So the first person only has to do 2 of something. Next person usually is like 3 of something, 4 of something. So you want to get there early. You want to beat people to as many of them as possible. And so I'm enjoying that part of it. It may get stale eventually. And I know they've had 2 expansions. They're working on a 3rd expansion coming out now. And those 2 expansions, I agree, they don't change much. They just little tiny changes. But we'll see. We'll see where this stands in a year.
The kind of the 2 big games this year, SETI and Galactic Cruise, right? As far as the Euro-ish type games.
Sure. Yeah.
SETI to me just has so much more going on than Galactic Cruise. And the thing is, it was funny. It's like Galactic Cruise didn't make my top 20. Still a very enjoyable game. Like I really enjoy my play of it. I would play it anytime people want.
Yeah.
But like you said, I really need more diversity there for me. It got stale pretty quickly for me at least.
I could see that. I like the little puzzle in it. So, so we're in my top 10 here. So Ultimate Railroads is going to hit 10. So it did slide up a couple of spots for me. Again, this has been just purely off of BGA, Board Game Arena plays recently. I've played Ultimate Railroads 2, 3, 4 times maybe in person now, but I've gotten 10 plus plays online. And I like the way, even though there are not a whole lot of different choices, especially just in the regular basic Russian Railroads version of it, which is a lot of what I play, there are enough different things that you can do depending on what the other people do. I can either push my black trains all the way to the end of each of the tracks and try to get a bunch of points that way. I can go heavy into the economic track,
science,
on the bottom to try to get the points. But by doing that, I can try to get all my white and like tan or whatever those that vanilla colored cubes, railroads out there. Get those out there to score points. I've played games that I've done well just filling up that top row with the ×2 multipliers and just only moving stuff on that top railroad. So there's enough variety in there, even though it feels sometimes like I'm doing all the same things. And then playing with a high level competition, Dan is really
Dan's
good at this.
Really good at it. Yes.
Yeah, I think he broke into the top 100 of everybody who plays it on BGA. And so anytime I'm playing and I'm competitive with him, I feel like, I'm really accomplishing something here. So figuring out those ways to try to stay with Dan is making this game fun.
I've been playing a lot of Russian railroads, not Ultimate Railroads.
Okay, yeah.
But I feel like I've stuck myself. I played it 4 or 5 times the last couple months.
Mm-hmm.
And I always go the technology. I think it's technology or science, whatever that bottom
that
track
is on the bottom.
that purple,
Mm-hmm.
And like I don't do very well. Like I keep not coming in first. I don't come in dead last, but I come in like middle of the road. It's like, but the people who do the railroads, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing.
Dan does really well with the engineers. We talked about it at one point, and doing the engineers and getting that extra engineer token and all that. That can be really strong. And so there's I think enough different ways. I've actually done well with that bottom track, but you do need to get both of the markers out there. So that's one of the things you can do by.
Yeah, that's what I'm missing is that second marker
and get both. One game I had both of them all the way to the end, and you're scoring 80 points or 100 points around by the end of the game when you get both of them over there. So it's fun. It's another little puzzle for me. I don't like necessarily puzzle games, but the little puzzle in some of these Euros with tracks and cubes are fun for me. So I like that.
I enjoy it.
Moving right along, Tilatum, however we say this one, holding strong at my number 9. Civolution is the only other one I played this last month that was in my top 10 Civolution and Concordia. And I thought about it long and hard, and I'm going to leave those where those are at. So Civolution right now, my number 8, Concordia number 7, Thunder Alley, I guess is another one we both of you moved it up on yours. It was already at 6 for me.
Yeah,
and I'm comfortable with it at 6. I know Carlos moved it up to 4 on his list, but 6 to me, I think is still good. Underwater Cities, even though I haven't played it in months, is still my number 5. I still really like me some Underwater Cities, and I think it still sits there even with recent plays of Solution.
For my Thunder Alley, the reason it hit that 4 spot is it's that purple haze line.
Oh yeah, is that
like
was the divider?
Right. So for that reason, it made it that high because I wanted to get it above purple haze.
Gotcha.
But because we haven't had a chance to play purple haze again, I can't really bring purple haze back into where it's settled.
Right. I agree with you 100%. I think we played
we would probably be closer to 6-7 for Thunder Alley had it not been for the purple haze.
6-7?
Ay, Dios mío.
5-6 maybe?
I'm out. That's why I like you guys.
So number 4, Ra stays there. 3, Lords of Waterdeep staying where it's at. Ostia, number 2. And number 1, SETI. I mean, still, I haven't played SETI in a couple of months, but I want to. Anytime, any day. Whoever wants to play SETI, let me know. I'm there. I'm playing. So that's my 20. So I'll do my recap here so we get one for the reel.
All right, so let me set this up here.
Yeah,
we
let
will
me know when you're
bring
ready,
the phone down so nobody can interrupt us. We will take
over.
the banners off, take the comments off. I'll clean this up for you.
I'll look over my shoulder here.
And all right, Roberto, when you're ready, you got 2 minutes.
Hey, this is Rob with the Beans and Dice podcast, and this is my top 20 for 2025, updated for the month of October. Number 20 currently is Federation. Number 19, Takanu, Obelisk of the Sun. 18 is Maracaibo. Hitting my board for the first time at 17 is Dark Ages. There's 2 versions of this. I'll play either one. I've played them both once now, and I'm really enjoying this game and finding myself thinking about it a lot after the game. Mosaic, another game I got to get played because it's been a long time, but it's sitting at my 16. Caverna coming onto my list after a bunch of recent plays of this on Board Game Arena, BGA. Caverna coming on at 15. Uwe Rosenberg, one of my favorite all-time designers. Asian Tigers takes a small slide to number 14. Purple Haze, haven't played this since January, so it's slowly sliding down the board. It's now at 13. Freedom, the Underground Railroad, down to 12. Galactic Cruise has bumped up a couple of spots to number 11 with several BGA plays replays of that. Ultimate Railroads, also been playing that a lot on Board Game Arena. That's up to number 10. Toledo, one of my favorite games, new games that I played this year, currently at 9. Civolution, another game that just anytime anybody wants to play Civolution, let me know. This is my new passion. It is sitting at 8. Next time I play it, it's probably going to move up close to my top 5. Concordia, number 7. Number 6, Thunder Alley. Been playing the heck out of this with the guys on the Tabletop Simulator as we've been doing a little 8-race campaign. Thunder Alley sitting at 6. Underwater Cities at 5. Raw staying at 4. Lords of Waterdeep at 3. Ostia at number 2. And remaining since the beginning of the year at my number 1 is SETI. That's my rundown for 2025.
He did it. He
minutes?
did it. 145. He did it.
He really tried hard, man. That was hard.
I thought we lost him, though. He started talking about different versions of games.
There was just a couple there that I had to explain.
He went through the first couple real quick, and then he started slowing down. I'm like, yes, I got him.
Well, some of the new ones that hit, I felt like I had to give a little bit on them, like Caverna.
We got about 1 minute in, and he was almost getting to the 10th spot. I'm like, okay. This is close.
You thought you lost me.
Good job.
That's funny.
I will turn those into separate videos for everyone at home. So this week we focused in on our top 20 boards. I know we'll catch up next week on our twigs, those things that we didn't get to our OGG. But before we head out for the evening, as we come to the top of the hour, was there anything you guys wanted to let us know about, talk to the crowd about, anything that was a burning topic you wanted to hit this week?
Wayne, anything you can think of right off the top?
I mean, not super crazy. No, I mean, I think it's Essen. We're still waiting to see kind of what came out of Essen is kind of the hotness, and you have PAX. I think what's interesting is I think there's going to be a decent amount of games released at PAX Unplugged, and that's soon. Ish,
yeah,
right? Yeah,
I think so. Yeah,
so
that's
I'm
a fall. Yeah, fall thing up in is that in? Is it Pennsylvania? Somewhere up there.
Yeah, in Philly. It's in Philly.
Philly. Is it Philly? Okay. Yep.
Yeah, and I think we have a game day this weekend.
Oh yes,
Beansanddice game day this weekend. I can't make it this weekend because my kids got a soccer game. My wife's out of town. And I have issues with my mom, but I'm going to have a game day at my house because people coming over. For my buddies, and then I think Veterans Day, Tuesday, holiday. I'm probably going to invite some people to play some games. So we'll have some good twig for next week, I think.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm planning to be at most of those things. So yeah, look forward to gaming with you here in the next week.
Got a question in the chat. Hex to Hex says, did not get to catch all the show on Virginia 1862. Wonder what your thoughts were. All right, so War in Virginia, 1862. I introduced you guys to it last week.
Yeah,
I have gotten more and more plays, and I'm not winning.
Oh, really?
I'm very struggle busting to win,
yeah.
but this is fine. This is
now,
okay.
Because in the game you're playing as the South, so okay, good.
Right. So like I celebrated the last game, like within by the end of that game, McClellan was able to take Richmond so quick that it was pretty much over. What I'm finding is I love the way this game travels. I've read every single card, the artwork and the history on each card. What I'm trying to figure out is how to win. So now I've gone from immersing myself in the theme of the game, enjoying the map of Virginia. It's a gorgeous map of Virginia from the Civil War era. But I'm learning the regions that were involved. So I listen to a lot of like Ken Burns documentaries. I've got audio books that I listen to about the Civil War. This is really immersing me in that time period. The next step is now to get into the game. So Hex to Hex, my impression so far is it is a very tough game to win at. It is almost like a tower defense game in a sense. 4 tracks where you're trying to manage how often you attack in one and in the other, because you're trying to repel the opposite force while making headway on the one track that matters for you. You're only going to win if you take Washington. So there are 2 ways to Washington, but down in the South, you're trying to protect Richmond. There are 4 tracks that lead into Richmond. So the North is attacking Richmond from 4 ways, but I can only attack Washington from 1 way. So really trying to decide on my turn which tracks I'm going to try to push on and when do I need to switch to a more defensive posture. But then there's the whole meta game of Lee, right? Because Lee will come in to help me. He's on the side. Again, from Virginia. He wasn't sure if he was going to enter the war on the South or the North because, the way his feelings with it. But when Virginia decided to go with the South, he went in with the South. In this game, the way he's represented is he's not on your side until Richmond is threatened, right? When Richmond is really threatened, at that point, you bring him into the game. And I need Lee to be able to take Washington. So it's that meta game of how much do I allow myself to get beat up so that the South can be in a tough spot so that Lee steps in and now starts helping so that I can actually have a chance to win.
This is a solo game only, right?
Solo only.
Yeah, you should definitely do a recording.
And there's one card of Stonewall Jackson. So Stonewall Jackson, when he comes out, I get a chance to take Washington, but I have to have the armies adjacent to Washington already. So if my forces are already pushed back and Stonewall comes out, okay, he's going to help me win on those tracks, but I need Washington. But if I expend all my energy keeping next to Washington, then they're taking Richmond. So do you see that balance there? So Hex to Hex, I thank you for the comment. Good. I hear enthusiasm, and that reflects well. Thanks. I look forward to a play you post. I'm going to make that happen.
There you go.
Yeah, that'd be good. Because if it's solo, you can just put it on a table and just play
Just
and talk
turn on the
through
camera.
Turn on the camera and just talk through your returns. It'd be good to see.
It's I think the system or the style of play is called Siege. There's a system or a style of games like this. I'll get the exact acronym. It's like SOS, something of Siege. But there seems to be a whole line of games or a whole almost. I found a video. Like there's a whole world of these games that people enjoy where you're playing solo against something that is attacking you and you're having to repel it. Mm-hmm. So you're having to defend against it and to win the game.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Cool. I wanted to bring up before we headed out, last week we asked you to post up what Halloween games were you playing during Halloween, because Halloween still hadn't happened when the show occurred. Mm-hmm. Some of the games that were posted up, we knew that Alex had posted up that evening. He talked about Cryptid. He talked about Werewords, Chocolate Factory, Gollum Broom Service, Monsters on Board, The Fog, Septima, Spectral, and Witchstone. So those are some of the games that he played. And then Janella posted in there Unsolved Case Files, Avery and Zoe, Werewords, Broom Service, Witchstone, The Quacks of Quedlingburg, and with the Herb Witches expansion, which I didn't even think about that as a Halloween game.
Yeah, I didn't either, but yeah, it fits right in there. Yeah.
In the same way that Alex surprised me when he talked about Chocolate Factory being a Halloween game, I'm surprised and now thinking, okay, Quacks of Quedlingburg would count. Did you guys have any Halloween games that you wanted to highlight?
I didn't play anything Halloween themed.
I think it was just we talked about it last time. Gollum, Chocolate Factory, Werewords, those kind of things. Yeah.
Yeah, you were at that game day. Yeah.
Yeah, I did not. I wanted to play Final Girl. I just didn't get it. But I think this next week I will get Final Girl to the table. So maybe post Halloween Final Girl would be a way to play. So.
And I just saw on Van Ryder's Discord this morning, they posted that they are just outside the top 100 of all time on the BGG list with for Final Girl. It's like 105.
Well, what are things that help them? Is it straight rating or is that activity?
I would assume ratings. Yeah, rankings.
Ratings. Yeah.
Okay, because activity on the board improves the hotness. Of a game.
No, it's just ratings, purely ratings.
Have I rated that game yet? Let me go look at my BGG.
I don't think I've rated Final Girl either.
No, and I had a blast. It went to the top of my list when I played it.
Yeah,
it's good. I really want to get. I definitely want to bust out the Krampus and Santa.
Oh yeah, you were talking about that.
I think I said it was one of the best solo games I had ever played. Oh wait, time out. Is it the system? Which one do I rank, Rob? I'm on here now.
I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at their Discord again.
Let me look at this here. Okay, I'm gonna pull up my screen and we can watch with me, folks. Watch with me.
Ooh, the live ranking. This is going to be super exciting. Click the button.
Let's see. Okay, so it's an 8.2. Okay, so they're just outside.
Oh yeah.
I gave it an 8. Out of 10. I think I'm good with that.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
I think I'm good with that.
Okay, that's pretty good.
That's where I'd put it at an 8.
What is it? What is an 8? What is it? The description of an 8?
An 8 would be described as very good, enjoy playing, and would suggest it.
Okay.
9, excellent, very much enjoy playing. I mean, that's kind of how I felt.
Is that a stretch?
No, it's not a stretch. That's how I felt after we were done.
Yeah, I think I thought between 8 and 9. I think because there's probably some combinations that are not as fun. Like I think I've been lucky in the plays I've had have been that 9, but I can see where some of the monsters or some of the combinations might be a little much.
Hey, I'm not ashamed to change mine. I think a 9, Van Ryder. Love Van Ryder.
Mm-hmm.
Final Girl, our experience, and having Rob there as my coach was amazing. I think that really made the experience even better.
I
being
kind of
able
want
to focus on the rules.
Yeah, I kind of want to do the Joey method where
2 side by side.
Well, or like 2 or 3 people. If several of us have a copy of the game, we could literally play it all at the same time and kind of set it up the same, and then
see how
play
we do
it differently and see how it works out. As you know, 3 of the same people fighting the same bad guy. How do you both all react to it?
I'm up for it. I don't have a whole lot of the content, but I've got a couple of the expansions. So yeah. Cool.
Hex to Hex in the comments said similar to Herman Lutman's In Magnificent Style, and a new one called Bloody Lane. So I got some more war games for me.
Virginia 1862.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Back to war games.
Yeah.
I like it. Hex to Hex. All right. I think that wraps us up for another great episode. We'll be back next week. Remember, if you like what we do here and you want to support, you can always make sure you hit subscribe, because that matters. You can always send a super chat there on the YouTubes. You can email us at beansanddice@gmail.com if you have any questions or any thoughts. Want us to rank your games played, you can post them in our Discord. Make sure you check the description. Join our Discord where we talk about games we've played, and we love to watch our friends' top 20 games.
Oh, yeah.
Daryl is always, he's so on point.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of each month, posting, here are the games I played, and here's my updated top 20 board. And I always feel like I have questions for him about the changes.
Critique a little bit.
Yeah, just kind of ask, like, why did that one happen?
And he was the one that initiated that sideboard of lighter 2-player.
Taking some stuff off. And who did the Hall of Fame? I forget who was that recommended that. Was that Chris, maybe yours?
I don't even remember.
Somebody.
But I love it.
Yeah.
But those conversations all happen in the Discord too, so join us there. If you want to support us monetarily, you can do that at the PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, at Beans and Dice, or cash symbol Beans and Dice, and help support what we do here financially, because we spend a lot of money on the streaming services as well as the podcast services.
He says
we collectively. And next week we'll be back for our Twig, our OGG, and I think November 20th we're scheduled to have back on the show from Advanced 3 Spaces. Patrick from Advanced 3 Spaces should be back on the show November 20th, where we're going to focus in on, for this, for the November topic, we're going to talk AI. So apparently he is in the AI, he does AI for work.
Yeah, cool.
So I'm just really starting to dabble in the AI world.
And I just joined a national committee for AI in higher education. So.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah.
Just in a couple of weeks, we got Thanksgiving. We got to figure out what we're going to do with that, because that falls on a Thursday. So.
Oh, again, that's right.
Yeah,
every year,
always going to be Thursday.
Every year.
Again.
Maybe we could do a Black Friday night BGA gaming show or something.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. If anybody's got any suggestions, throw it in the Discord. We'll
there's a channel in there for show ideas.
Mm-hmm.
You can create a thread. So it's different than your normal Discord topics where you just throw like a line in there. You have to actually create a thread. So it looks a little different, but it works the same. It's not hard. Just go in there, and if you have a show topic idea, put it in there. It'll allow others to comment in on that topic too, so we can kind of get some feedback from the folks at home on what they think about it, and then we can give you our thoughts on the show. So join us on the Discord. And that's it. I've been Carlos.
I'm Rob.
And I'm Wayne.
Thanks for watching the Beans and Dice podcast.
Thunder Alley finale.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
I don't know if it's going to be next Tuesday or the following Tuesday, but if you want to watch it live, that final race is going to be amazing.
Discord. Yeah, we can shorten Discord.